8 out of 10 voters in this country, 8 out of 10 want you to impose a windfall tax now, so you can help people who are on the breadline, who are running out of money as we speak. Inflation running at 9%, announced this morning. Why don't you just do it? You've got total public support for it. You've got support from at least one of the major energy companies. And it would make a real difference straight away to people. Why don't you just do it?
Because we want a low-tax economy that attracts investment for the future and protects the long-term future of our economy against these global headwinds. Of course, I really understand that people are facing a very, very difficult time at the moment. We've cut fuel duty. We've provided a household support budget for those families that are struggling. And it's a difficult time right across the world in terms of inflation, because of the appalling Russian war in Ukraine, because of the fallout from COVID. But we do need to have an eye to the long-term future of our economy and make sure we're getting that investment and we're getting that economic growth. And that also we're able to protect our energy security, because one of the causes or one of the enabling factors of the Russian war in Ukraine is the fact that Europe was so dependent on Russian energy. So what I do want to see is those energy companies focusing on helping Britain become more energy independent, so we're never beholden in that way again.
You talk about you want to be a low-tax economy. Currently, this is one of the highest tax burdens on individuals. And we have the increase in national insurance, of course. And today we've got these absolutely shocking inflation figures, and they're only going one way, up to 9%, which means that effectively people are going to be paying more for everything. Utility bills is the biggest driver. Food prices are going to become unaffordable for people. As viewers watch, they will think, well, there is one tax that you could cut. That would be VAT on fuel bills. You say that a windfall tax is not the way forward. What extra are you going to do? Because with inflation going the way it is, the current measures aren't going to be enough. Surely you would admit that.
I know the Chancellor is looking at everything that can be done to help families at this very, very difficult time. We also need to make sure that the long-term future of the British economy is positive. We've got the lowest unemployment since 1974. That's a positive thing. But now we need to get the economic growth up. We need to attract investment. And this is why having a low-tax economy is so important. We're competing for investment with other countries. We need to bring companies into Britain.
I'm not sure how that's helping people right now. Right, literally right now.
We're helping.
We've spoken to somebody who supplies food banks a little bit earlier, who says, you know, he's never seen it this bad. He said that even donations, of course, are dropping because fewer families can afford to add an extra item to their bill in order to help those who have less. What can you do right now for people? We know that your colleague, Rachel McLean, suggested that it was down to individuals. They could go and get a better job, better paid job, or work longer hours. Are you really putting the responsibility onto individuals?
This is a very difficult situation we're facing. The global headwinds are worse than they've been for decades in terms of the rising inflation that we're seeing around the world, the energy price spike, the food price spike. This is very, very serious. What the Chancellor's already done is cut fuel duty. He's provided a household support fund.
I'm so sorry, but we keep hearing the things that have already been put into place. The point is inflation is going up. People's food bills are going up. That existing help is not going to help them. We need more help now.
Well, I know the Chancellor is working very hard on what more we can do to support. And I can't make his announcements for him before he's ready to announce them.
The impression that your government is giving, if I can just put it in common parlance, is that you've got millions of people, more and more people virtually every day as inflation goes up, shouting for help. They're calling to you for help. And all they're getting back from the government, and they're getting it through interviews like this, is, yeah, we'll be with you in a minute. Yeah, we're working on it. We'll get back to you. Yeah, any time now. And then the shouts for help go louder and louder. And it's, yeah, we're just coming. We're just not seeing any action. You keep saying the efforts that you're making to think about the problem, but no one's taking any decisions at all.
I have outlined the steps that we've already taken in terms of fuel duty, in terms of household support.
That was ages ago. That was ages ago. We're talking about now.
It was a few weeks ago, Richard.
Yes, and inflation has shot up since then. As Susanna says, the
Absolutely, and
landscape is changing under your feet. It calls for swift reactions, swift policies. This is a very fast-moving situation, and you seem to be stuck.